pipped.
Le'Veon.
He got Wally pipped. He got Wally pipped this year. And then, you know, look, we saw...
And you can look around the league and see these guys, Phillip Lindsay and all this.
Yes, it's, you know, look, a running back is rims, right? It's rims. Who doesn't like a good set of 22s? But do you need 22s? Like, no. No, actually, the tires wear a little bit better when you got some 19s on them. And you can save a little bit of money, and you can actually spend it on the car, the rest of the car, which is important. So I like Le'Veon Bell. I don't think he goes to the Colts. I think Chris Ballard manages it. I wonder what the final price tag is.
It's got to be, what, the Jets, you think?
Maybe the Jets, yeah. Or maybe he looks kind of elsewhere and gets a little bit desperate. I think he's going to sit a little bit longer waiting on that new contract than we think.
All right, to the NBA, where Kyrie Irving seems fed up with all the free agent speculation after this viral video of him and KD speaking in the tunnel at All-Star Weekend spurred on free agent buzz. Kyrie responded saying it doesn't make the league fun. Chris, what do you make of Kyrie's comments here?
I get the frustration. I mean, who knows what they were talking about? They look like they probably were talking about the media. You know, the media's going to make a big deal out of this. But it comes with the territory. And I get it. Okay, there's a part of every job that's not fun. But how much of the NBA is fun? I mean, you get so many fringe benefits, obviously, the money and everything else that comes along with it. So I understand the frustration, but Kyrie needs to understand this is a part of not only the NBA, but any job in the public arena. Who gets criticized more than the president, most powerful man in the world, or politicians, or broadcasters, or whoever?
He's also the president, like the basketball players.
Yeah, but you're in the public eye. We get criticized. We're just talking about basketball players.
Yes, but people don't video us talking with our friends when we're outside the studio.
If you're really
if I had a friend outside the studio.
If you're really huge, you could get videotaped.
You could. And look, could he
I get it. But I'm saying the higher your profile is, the greater you are, the more people want to know about it. So I understand the frustration, but you just have to deal with it.
You know where both these guys should go, where the media will leave them completely alone? A place like New York. I like that you guys both got sarcasm.
Maybe they'll be together and they can handle it. That'll be better.
Finally, Zion Williamson suffered a mild knee sprain after blowing out his shoe less than a minute into last night's huge rivalry game against UNC. The Blue Devils never recovered. North Carolina rolled to an 88-72 win at Cameron Indoor, and Zion will be reevaluated today. Doug, should Zion shut it down?
I just feel like that. First, I don't want to answer the question. I feel like those are like Chinese knockoffs, not the real Nikes. Like that is a.
When I first saw it, it looked like just your basic. Now, I'm not going to say Chinese knockoffs, but it looked like more of a basic Nike versus. Obviously, they're not the LeBrons or the Kyrie.
Do you think he plays in the same style every game?
No, it's fat. Like I don't know if we want to get into a sneakerhead discussion, but you know, one of the reasons that LeBron's shoes haven't sold as well as like the Jordans have, or maybe even the Kobe Bryants are the best. I just think they're the best.
They look tremendous.
They look great, but also he was the first to go to the low top because the high top thing, protecting your ankle, is a myth. I don't know if you actually think the high top isn't a myth, like it's going to save you from spraining your ankle. It's not.
I only wear low top.
Right, so Kobe destroyed the high top myth, but Kobe's shoes are cool. But LeBron's shoes are designed for LeBron James, who's 6'8", 260 pounds. Those are the shoes.
And they do sell well compared. I mean, nobody does Jordan.
No, but they don't sell as well as the Kobe's. And frankly, even the KDs are made for a lighter human being. Like his shoes are. It's like yes, like you remember like the David remember the David Robinson pumps. Right, like the David Robinson
pumps.
Yeah, you had the little
Dominique and all that.
Right? Like whereas the Reebok pump sold better because they were made for D Brown as opposed to being made for these like big boots. But like Dave Robinson's 7'2", they had need to be made. So he needs to be wearing maybe a more appropriate shoe. Anyway, to answer your question,
let's get back to should he shut it down?
I see more LeBrons than Kobe's out though. But go ahead.
Should he shut it down? Is he hurt or injured? Like if he's legit injured?
Here's the thing. We don't know the severity of the injury. He's going to be reevaluated.
If he can play, you play.
Can play?
Yeah.
Like you're still a little hindered.
Because you know that.
No, but there are people who believe he's made his point. He's #1 pick. Why go play the rest of the year? And my point is like, look, Kyrie Irving broke his big toe, came back and played. It didn't end up great as they lost to Arizona, and I think the Sweet 16.
I do think a
But he
big toe,
showed a
though, is
little
very different than a knee injury.
And
like a
Kyrie
knee,
wanted to show a little something more to the NBA scouts, and he did. He came out and played great, even though they lost.
With his frame, a knee injury is not something that you take lightly, no matter how severe.
Look, if he's hurt, he's injured, and there's a difference between hurt and injured, right? If you're hurt, get back out there, put some ice on it afterwards. You're injured, go to the training room.
Okay, so
hurt or injured,
you don't think he should play? Or
no,
you do?
No, if he ain't right, if he is not right, he shouldn't play. Okay, if he's not right, but like, look, should he play? Yeah. I mean, you only get one chance to play. You grow up dreaming of playing in the NCAA tournament. He gets to play at Duke from Mike Krzyzewski with a couple other freshmen. They got a legit shot, if he's healthy, to play for a national championship. That's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. He's going to make millions of dollars. He's going to be the #1 pick. Even with a catastrophic injury, knock wood, that he suffered last night, he would still be taken in the top 2 or 3 of the draft. I mean, there's very few injuries, if any, that no one comes back from anymore. But my point is simply, if he's good, if he can play, yeah, go play. Like, what are you sitting for? What'd you come to college for? You came to college.
He came to college because he had to.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
He did not have to.
He didn't absolutely have to, but he couldn't have gone straight to the NBA, which I'm sure he probably would have. He
did say, I will say this, and whether he's saying for the meet or not, he did say prior to the season that if the NBA didn't have those rules, if he could have went straight to the NBA, he still would have went to college for a year.
Listen, the truth is that he could have gone to the G League this year.
We know, but that doesn't compare to the pageantry of March Madness and all that. That's fine. So we've all grown up with that.
And the endless promotion of him, as well as the training,
he was
coaching,
promoted before that. Now, he's improved his stock.
Correct. Like,
that's
the whole
fine.
thing.
But let's not act like college basketball
and if again, I do not wish this upon anybody. If you could never play again, right? Like, Jay Williams got hurt in pros, could never play again.
Right.
You're a Dookie for life. You are made for life. Absolutely made for life.
Do you think Zion's dream as a young kid is to win a national title, or do you think his dream is to play in the NBA?
Both. Why does he have to? Why is
NBA?
But
which one's higher? NBA. These kids are growing up thinking NBA now.
Yes.
That's the dream. That's the goal. And my point is this.
Yes, but if he didn't want to win the national championship, he would have gone to Clemson. His stepdad played at Clemson, right? You go to Duke because of the benefits of Duke, playing for arguably the greatest coach in the history of the sport, playing at arguably the greatest university that's ever produced great basketball teams in terms of the totality of the experience, and being a part of a team that has a chance to win a national championship.
Maybe he also wanted to play with the 2 other freshmen.
Because he wanted to have a chance to win a national championship. That's why.
I'm not saying of course he wants to win a national championship, but way above that is playing in the NBA.
He's going to play in the NBA.
It's not even close.
All right, he's going to play in the NBA.
If this injury, to answer the question, we're going to find out more about the injury. If it's even remotely serious, like, if he could play, yeah, you can go out and play, but it's a little sore, it hinders you, you're not quite the same, don't play. Now, if it's not a big deal...
Why?
Because I'm not risking it. I'm sorry, Doug. I'm not. This guy has hundreds of millions of dollars to make in the NBA. I'm not risking it for a college basketball game. I'm sorry.
They wouldn't. Well, first of all, that would turn me off to the kid, okay? Because you have to play through a little bit of...
injured.
You can get injured working out.
Guarantee you.
You get injured working out.
We know you could, but he got injured.
I understand.
He got injured.
You can get
injured walking across the street. He got injured.
No, I know, but basketball players play basketball. Okay, basketball is not football. You're not putting yourself in harm's way of going and getting your head.
You still can get hurt. I guarantee you said it would hurt the kid. I guarantee you if he sits, if he says tonight, you know what, my family and I have talked, I'm sitting out the rest of the season, I'm preparing for the NBA, that's my dream. You think he's not going #1?
Oh, I think he is. I think
it's not hurting the kid.
I think we're at an embarrassing point in society where we're okay with guys solely being focused on how much money they can make, right? Instead of the experience you have along.
Too.
It's not. Nobody's taking your dream away.
If he gets hurt, it could take his dream away. It could.
Nerlens Noel can't play in the NBA.
How's Nerlens Noel doing?
Again, but that's
you
because
want Zion Williamson to be Nerlens Noel?
That's because Nerlens Noel can't keep on weight and can't shoot a basketball and can't play.
Do you think?
Right? And Nerlens Noel
I get it. We all grew up with this whole idea of college basketball, and it's been great. I used to like college basketball as a kid more than the NBA.
And we are ruining it.
Times are changing.
No, it's always been the same.
These kids are being used.
All
right? Zion Williamson, the president was at the game last night to see Zion, not to see Mike Krzyzewski.
Yes, that's
Zion
that's
blew out the Nikes, not Mike Krzyzewski, but who got the Nike deal? Mike Krzyzewski.
Well, Zion
Williamson should be able to capitalize on his fame.
And if it was,
even in college.
If it was about capital, you can the second you leave college.
No, in college.
Why?
You could have capitalized if you were famous in college.
I was famous in college. I've capitalized for the last 16 years. That's what got me right here.
If I had gotten it, okay, I didn't play at the D1 level like you.
Right.
If I had been some journalistic prodigy and I did work at a paper in the summer and I got paid.
Right.
That didn't take away my eligibility or anything like that.
I understand.
Why can't a player do that? He's selling jerseys. Why can't he get a percentage of his jersey sales?
Did you get a $70,000 scholarship to get into a school you couldn't get into?
They're generating way more money than that.
Hold on. Did you?
If the school's the benefit, why are they letting him in if you can't get in academically?
Because it's a great opportunity for him. It's an evening of the playing field, which is uneven for somebody who doesn't come from a great academic background.
For 1 year, it's going to even. Is he getting a great education at Duke for 1 year?
That's up to him. That's an opportunity that's presented to him.
I don't care if he's the most studious kid in the world. 1 year.
He can come back whenever he wants. He can come back and take classes in the summer while he works out.
He could do that without going to Duke.
Yes, I understand he could do that, but he wouldn't have a Duke degree, okay? He wouldn't be part of the Duke family.
He's not going to need, with all due respect to Duke, he's not going to need a Duke degree.
Okay, but
LeBron James is doing fine without a degree.
I hope so. Yes, LeBron James is the ultimate exception, okay? This is a system that works great for 99.9% of the kids. He might be the one exception. You don't tear it up. You don't.
That's all we're saying.
You don't. They do.
That's
the
all
second they leave school. Look,
colleges while you're in school because they're making money off them while they're in school.
Colleges make money off of all of their students. They do. When you do research, when you get research grants for the professor, they're making money off of all of them. And then the second you leave, they ask you for money to donate for the next generation. Okay? Like, the truth is, the richest schools in the country are the Ivy Leagues because they benefit off of the backs of their alumni who come through and accomplish great things. This is what college is about. It's about the experiences you get. And you're only going to get one chance to play in front of 70,000 people and win a national championship and be a part of history and play for a team with a group of kids playing for a legendary coach. He'll play in the NBA. Whether he tweaked his knee or whether he didn't tweak his knee, it's not going to affect how much money he makes next year. Even if he tore his knee. And I do not want that to happen.
It may affect the totality of his career.
Okay, fine. Okay, yes, but plenty of guys, like, look, Joel Embiid didn't play for the first 2 years of his career. He's fine.